Hi, so I have a question here. What is required for startups? It's by Albert 6 US. Hey entrepreneurs, I have more than 15 domains related to entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs, and startup, and I'd like to use them for making something great. For January, I'm willing to do all the effort I can to provide value to people, so please give me some ideas, suggestions for what requires for a startup. Okay, so for this question, here are some ideas. So first thing you should do is list all of your ideas and problems. Once you make a list, and the list should be more than 10, I would suggest, the more the better. Then try to figure out how much money people have made by solving this problem or a similar idea. Then figure out what is required to make that much money, and then figure out your likelihood of being successful. So I'll give you two examples, which is Uber versus catering company. So your likelihood of success is a lot better making a catering company than it is making the next Uber. However, both are just different scales, I guess, and different uh, likelihood of success. But you can ask both of those questions. You can ask the same questions as was required. They're making different amount of money, right? Uber is making a lot more money than a catering company. However, what is required to make a successful catering company and Uber? They both require hard work. Uber requires maybe more investments and things like that. A catering company might be able to do all of your own, bootstrap it with all your own capital. But the likelihood of success is better for a catering company than Uber. That's something to consider. I would recommend going with the catering company instead of Uber because you have a better chance. It's up to you. So after you have the problem and idea, find out who suffers and who the audience is. Once you do that, ask them how they solve the problem. Well, first ask them that they have this problem, then ask them how they solve this problem. Then know as much as you can about that audience. Then create a simple solution that people would buy. This is the MVP, minimum viable product. Then sell it. Try to, make a cheap one or one that doesn't require a lot of risk. So don't take a huge loan out to make your MVP. If you are trying to make a new cooking utensil, can you buy 2 spatulas and make the utensil you wanted and sell them that way, right? Something along those lines. Instead of custom ordering, going to a manufacturer and buying 10,000 for your MVP, try to keep it low, cheap, low scale. So try selling it. I had this lacrosse, as a side note, I had this lacrosse idea. Instead of even making it was for a lacrosse head. Before I even made the lacrosse head, what I did was I took a picture of a lacrosse head and I just photoshopped it to make it look like the product I wanted. And I ran Facebook ads to see if anyone would buy it. And no one was interested in it. So I thought, okay, move on. So that's one way to test it. You could also, try to take pre-orders, but you have to watch out for legal things of how much you can hold people's money before you ship them, things like that. Anyway, so that's another way to test. If no one buys it, then you have to go back to either finding a different solution for these people or a different problem. And it would be easier if you could go after the audience. So if you're making a cooking utensil, okay, maybe your scissor spatula thing didn't work out. Maybe you find out, wait a minute, a lot of these people that are cooking are working professionals, and a lot of them have kids, and maybe I could make a cookbook for kids, right? And that's a problem that they have. So it's completely different, same audience, but different problem, different solution. So those are some of my advice. Really dive into your research of who your audience is and know that very, very well. The opposite of doing all this is just building a solution. I've done that and it hasn't worked out, never works out, because you think, oh yeah, everyone's going to use it, and you build it and then no one comes. It's not the field of dreams. If you build it, it'll come. It doesn't work out that way. Know your audience, know what they want, then build it. I wish you good luck.